Shalom, my beloved and beautiful kings and queens, brothers and sisters. This is your sister Earth. And boy, do I have something to talk about today. Listen, our Abiyah would not leave your sister alone, the Ruach. Oh boy. Listen, me and Avaya got out of Brother Joshua's premiere. It was 5 a.m. our time in the East. For some of you, it was just around 8, 9 o'clock p.m. at night. We were in a whole different, it was, the sun was coming up, day clean already, but 12 hours ahead of some of you. And so I say all of that to say, your sister T.T. just wanted to get her beauty rest. I just wanted to rest until the assembly today, which would be at 5:20 p.m. Neonavaya's time, which would be 8:20 Mountain Time, Colorado time. So that's about 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depending where some of you reside. I'm up at 12 noon because I wanted to sleep in a bit. We went in after 5 a.m. and it's the Shabbat, so we could sleep in. And listen, Ruach wouldn't leave your girl. And you know, I'm not going to be disobedient to the Most High, but I'm lying there in between sleep and wake and I'm hearing Gehazi, Gehazi. Pale skin, Gehazi, Gehazi among you. Fighting. Okay, Abba. Not fighting Abba, but just wanted a little bit more Z's to go up, just a little bit more sleep. And the download would not stop, y'all. I got up. Avaya, what time is it? She said. It's after 12 noon. I said, I'm getting a download from Abba. He wouldn't stop with this Gehazi. She's like, oh. So, before I get into this, Yahsharal, all I wanted to do was be the holistic practitioner I am, to come on YouTube and to tell you about herbs and healing yourself. I never had intended or planned on bringing edifications from the precepts. I use it, of course, in my holistic teaching. But it's like, okay, Abba, what's going on? And I have to obey. All I want to do is teach y'all about healing your mind, soul, spirit, and bodies. Listen, that's all I want to do. That's all TT Earth wants to do. Just tell y'all about holistic healing and do energy healing on you guys, meditation, Mylene, supposedly. Back to this with Gehazi. So listen to the download, y'all. Could you be a Gehazi descendant among us? I know we've gone through so much as a people. When we see a skin color that lacks melanin, we can get triggered. because of our past of being in captivity and even in the present. And I'm sorry to tell you, Yahsharal, some of these people who are palm colored, they are your brothers and sisters. Some of them are Gehazi's descendants. I was telling the sisters on the last DOZ assembly, I said there's a whole community of Appalachians who are descendants of Negroes. And they stand by that. And they look like this guy on the picture here. Now, I'm not giving ammunition to the camps teaching false doctrine with that tribe. Uh, what is it? That chart, that tribe chart. It's ridiculous. It's foolish. If you have the Ruach of Yah and you're learned, you know it's ridiculous. A Negro cannot come from a Japhet, Spaniard, or Esau bloodline. It just cannot happen. But brothers and sisters, some of the people you're calling Esau or Japhet are actually your brothers and sisters from Gehazi's descendants. Gehazi was not a Gentile. He was actually of the northern kingdom, an Ephraimite or more likely Manasseh in the region. And when we hear servant, we think it was another nation serving our people. Don't forget, there's laws about Yahsharal being servants to our people as well among us, and how we are to treat them without rigor. And there's also laws when we are to let them go free, along with other proselyte servants as well. And so some of these people are saying, we're Negroes. And we're like, the hell you ain't, because of our trauma, what's happening. And we have valid feelings and emotions, but I have to bring you what Abba downloaded and what's in the scripture. When you look at 2 Kings chapter 5, Naaman, he was one of he was the commander of the army of the king of Aram, Syria, the Arameans. And he was considered a great man by his king and was highly respected if you look in verse 1, because through Naaman the Most High had given victory to Aram. He was also a man of courage, but he was a leper. So, what is a leper? They have deceived us thinking leprosy was some kind of, sores that came on the skin and drop off your hands and different things. And that can happen with people with albinism too, even though scientifically they're saying lepers and albinism have no connection. But we don't go by science. We go, Yahsharal, we go by the word of Yah, because we know the deception with a lot of these things from the oppressors. So we know albino and lepers, it shows that Moses's hands, when he put it in his bosom and brought it out, he was white as snow. He became a leper, his arm, in that instant before the Most High. Now, how can a non-melanated person become snow white, their hand, if they're white already? Think about that. When we go down to, let's skip, um, before we get there. So there was a Yahsharalite girl that was actually a servant. She waited on Naaman's wife, and she told her mistress about the prophet in Samaria. And they took her upon the word, and Naaman went to the king to talk to him concerning what this little girl, the young girl, had said. And so, what happened? The king wrote a letter and sent Naaman with his guys. And of course, the king of Yahsharal at that time, man, he tore his clothes because he's like, what in the heck? This is Jehoram, the son of Ahab. He was upset, like, y'all coming to cause some problems because who am I? Am I the Most High to be healing someone of leprosy? Y'all just wanting to start some problems, to start a war. But Elisha, when he heard about this, he's like, what you fussing about and renting your clothes, tearing it? Let him come. And Elisha, he was just a bad fella. You know, he was in his own league. When I say bad, he was bad to the bone. He didn't even come out to meet Naaman. He sent messengers. Go dip 7 times. Naaman is upset. Servant told him, if he had told you a great thing, you would have done it. This simple thing you can do. He went and washed himself, dipped 7 times, and was made clean. So here comes Gehazi, because Naaman offered money and clothing, and Elisha said, no, y'all want none of that stuff. Y'all be on your way. Gehazi, with his greedy self, went and ran after Naaman and lied and said Elisha, his master, told him, there are 2 sons of the prophets who came and they need changes of clothes and, 1 silver or something each. And so he gave them, like, take 2, not just 1, and clothing. And then he went and put this stuff in his home. And Elisha, being a seer, clairvoyant, it's like, hey, I was with you. Didn't I see you when you lied and took this stuff? And so when we jump down to verse 27 of 2 Kings 5, we see the curse came upon not only Gehazi, but his descendant. So Elisha said to him, therefore the leprosy of Naaman shall cling to you and to your descendants forever. So Gehazi departed from his presence, a leper as white as snow. Oh my gosh. So when you're seeing, I'm not talking about the liars because you would know your people still. Yahsharal has a particular energy, spirit about them. So you're going to know. Just like we have certain brothers and sisters within us who look similar to the guy on the picture, but you can see, like I was telling a buyer months and months ago, early part of the year, I said, hey, that sister got woolly hair now, and that feature is looking quite Negro, even though we're seeing a pale skin, a white skin. Or, for example, that brother, you can just feel the ruach of Yahsharal in them. So don't get upset, Yahsharal. This is the word. Some of your Gehazi descendant brothers and sisters are among us, and they look like this. And so I'm going to leave you with this. Shalom. Love you, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. Let this marinate. Let it marinate. Don't beat me up. I'm just the servant of the Most High, the mouthpiece, bringing the scriptures to you, the precepts. Shalom.